Hey, I'm back. I know it's been a few months. Rachel and I went across the country, hit 12 states, drove about 6,700 miles, so that was good. Definitely learned a lot more about each other. She saw some of the places that I've been stationed, so that was good. Met a couple of my close friends from the military, so overall it was good. So taking a few months off of recording these podcasts, I've continued writing, and I do have a little bit of a backlog, but there's some things that I've written that I probably won't release just because I don't really need to. But I did have this idea for a episode series that really gets into the core of things. So these next 19 episodes, and that doesn't include this introductory episode, there's going to be 19 episodes after this. So this is the introductory episode, and let's get into it. This isn't a self-help series. It's a reckoning. Why these 19 episodes aren't meant to make you feel better, they're meant to make you see. You didn't come here for comfort. You came because something's been gnawing at the edges of your peace. A sense that you're not crazy, but the world might be. A sense that you've outgrown the tools everyone else is still using to cope. You're not looking for motivation. You're looking for clarity. Welcome. You've been taught that healing is a linear path, that there's a right way to evolve, that self-awareness makes life easier, that love always means staying. And what if all of that is just ego preservation wrapped in the branding of growth? This series isn't going to hold your hand. It's going to show you the part of yourself that's been whispering the truth all along. You're not broken. The system is. The story is. The coping mechanisms are. Each episode in this series is a scalpel, not a sponge. It's not going to make you feel better right away, but it will make you feel realer. And that's the only place change ever starts. This isn't inspiration, it's interruption. The kind that reminds you who you were before the world trained it out of you. If you want to keep numbing with polished quotes and spiritual escapism, this series is not for you. But if you're ready to stare into the part of you that always knew, the part that's done waiting for permission, the part that's ready to burn off what no longer fits, then keep listening and don't look away. This isn't therapy. There's no padded room here, no soft landings. No one's asking you how that makes you feel. This isn't advice. I'm not here to fix you. I'm not handing out steps, hacks, or 5-point frameworks. You've already listened to those. You've already read those. They didn't work. This isn't gentle. It's not supposed to be. Gentleness has its place, but not when you're tangled in your own illusion. Sometimes what you need is a truth that kicks the door in. And this series is not concerned with whether you agree. Agreement is comfortable, but comfort is a cage with velvet lining. You don't have to agree. You just have to listen for what resonates in your bones, when the ego shuts up long enough to hear it. What this series is. This series is a map, but not the kind they sell at gas stations. This is the kind drawn in blood, mistakes, and nights you didn't think you'd make it through. For the ones who've already left the shore and know damn well there's no rowing back. It's a dismantling, not of you, of the stories you've been sold, of the illusions that got repackaged as wisdom and slapped with a healing label. It's permission, not to become something, but to stop performing becoming. To finally drop the act and just breathe like a human again. And most of all, it's a flashlight into the part of you that already knows. Not new insight, old truth, the kind you buried, because it would have cost you too much to name it back then. So why is it 19 episodes, and what do they cover? These episodes fall into 3 arcs, plus a bonus series for the ones who've burned through every book and still feel like the only one awake in a sleeping world. First, the Self series. This is about insight, boundaries, and the peace that only comes after you stop trying to be palatable. Then, the Society series, where we tear the mask off performative virtue, clout culture, and all the ways people pretend to be moral while feeding their ego the whole time. Next, the Spiritual series. Not the kind you can buy at a retreat. This one's about living sacredly after the collapse, after the doctrine crumbles, after you stop waiting for a sign and become one. And finally, the bonus layer, for the ones who are already outpacing the people around them and aren't sure if there's anyone left to walk beside. There is. We are just scattered. This series is how we find each other. So why do these episodes now? Because the dopamine crash is coming. The one after the reels and the mantras and the 100th podcast episode telling you to just love yourself. Because healing fatigue is real. You're not lazy. You're not ungrateful. You're just exhausted from carrying everyone else's definition of progress. Because influence culture is failing. The curtain's been pulled back. And the wizard, he's got a ring light and a link in bio. And most of all, because those of us who see are starting to speak. Not to preach, not to sell, but to light signal fires so the others can find their way through the fog. This series isn't here to change your mind. It's here to reflect what your soul already suspects. You're not crazy. You're not broken. You're just done pretending. And that is where everything that matters finally begins. This isn't content. This is a reckoning. 19 episodes, no fluff, just the truth you've been sensing all along, but couldn't say out loud. Until now. Get ready.